myself out of Vic. I'm rich, got diamonds all over my wrist. Cartier frames, I'm rocking this Rick. When I step in New York, I don't ball out no neck. Them niggas some shit. I stay on my own, I don't be with no clique. And I don't fuck with gold diggers. Cause they fall in love.
Hello. It is Gator from Dem Football Guys. Back again. Well, this is actually my first one, so it's not back again. This is me introing my news and updates. It's just going to be to inform you guys. I know it's the off season and it's not a lot going on. So right now, just a time of low news, and we're just trying to, if you're a football guy, if you're one of those guys that try to be locked in season long and just trying to pick up the information now. OTAs has started, so people are getting hurt, people are getting injured, there's people to be picked up, there's speculations on certain players, and I'm gonna get into all of that. But before we actually start everything up, please like and subscribe. It's Gator the fantasy guy. Please smash the like button. Just looking for more support. I love you fantasy people. I love talking to the fantasy heads. I got my man. Y'all already know Black Woj and Yaga. They're my boys. We talk fantasy football all the time. But like I said, I'm just here to give you guys the updates, light news on what's going on. Let's start with some contract extensions. Let's start with some new money. You know what I'm saying? Let's start with Justin Jefferson. 4 years, $140 million. It's crazy, bro. 110 guaranteed. Now that's crazy. See, the thing about it, I love it. I love it for him. He's a talent. I don't know if you guys saw him when the Eagles took Rager on the clock. I don't know if you saw how excited the Vikings were. The Vikings not letting him go. He's a generational talent. You know what I'm saying? The LSU boys, they be different. So with that being said, there is a lot of speculation fantasy wise about, is he the first pick in like a one quarterback? Where does he go? So I'm seeing a lot of people taking CD, seeing a lot of people taking Chase. And I'm right there with y'all, because Darnold and JJ McCarthy, I haven't heard nothing about Darnold yet, which has me thinking that Darnold's guaranteed probably going to be the starter. You know what I'm saying? He's most likely going to be the starter. The news I heard from JJ is that he is pretty much, his pocket awareness needs a little bit of help. So with that being said, you know how that goes. He's probably just going, to have to wait and see Darnold a little bit, which is cool. But yeah, I think I would go CD first. Seems more guaranteed to me. But yeah, congrats to the bag. Justin Jefferson just got a new bag. CMC, new bag. But I wouldn't say a new bag. I say more like an extension. The whole purpose of this extension is he's getting paid $19 million a year, which is, for a running back, that's just crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the whole purpose of the extension was to free up some salary cap. $7.4 million salary cap filled up for 2024, and that's just to help the team. Before they pay Purdy, which they will do, you try and put the best team around them as you can, and that's why I'm really doubting that they sell Debo or Ayuk, and I think Ayuk most likely could get a bag. He could get a bag, but we're going to get to that later. Waddle, shout out to Waddle. Waddle got a new bag. He done Waddle himself to a new bag. 3 years, 84 million, 76 million guarantee. It's really crazy. But shout out to him. He deserves it. Besides the fact that he leaves every first quarter because of somebody rolled up on him or something like that. Besides that, he's cool. He's good. And let's not forget, before Tyreek Hill, one of the best wide receivers, got there, he was really doing his thing. So now he's playing the number 2, but Tyreek Hill's 30, and Tyreek Hill will not be around for that long. I mean, he's been looking for a new contract with them too. He plans to stay in Miami. I don't know if that is possible. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? But either way, Waddle got the new bag, and he deserves the new bag. I think that's it for new bags. Nico Collins got a new bag, but it happened a minute ago, so I don't really want to cover that. Let's talk about these extensions for these quarterbacks. Couple quarterbacks going on to their 5th year, 6th year. That's 5th year. Their 5th year. Tua, he needs a new bag. Jordan Love, he's looking for an extension, and T Law looking for extension. All of these guys have taken the approach of, let's just chill. Football's first, and they are right. Football is first, but you gotta get your money. I believe Jordan Love will be extended. I believe T Law will be extended. I don't know how great they feel about it, but I mean that's our number one pick from Clemson. Let's not forget, bro. When he came out, everybody was on lines. Everybody was on dicks. Nah, they're not sure, but I think they're pretty sure. I think it's just about politics right now. He'll be extended. Tua is the one I'm really worried about with his Ozempic. I don't know if y'all know. They saying Tua on Ozempic. That's what the streets saying. I don't know. He might be. He lost a lot of weight. I wish I had a video for you guys. I saw a picture of him. He has lost a lot of weight, and being the fact that he's already dealt with traumatic brain injuries, I've seen him been flung around. No diddy. Yeah, it's kind of scary, you know what I'm saying? But Tua is always a person that fantasy football wise, I've been good off Tua for some time now. Like I'm like Tua, I'm good. I don't want to invest into you. I think he's a bad stock. And him losing weight don't make it better, to be honest. But last year, I mean, he lost hella weight. Now he on Ozempic. Last year, he was mad thick. They say he's thicker than strippers from Onyx. Hey, and that's to tell you that you can't win with this. But let's see what Tua do. They protected. Dolphins did a great job of protecting him last year. And can the Dolphins do that again? That's really the question. Can the Dolphins do that again? And it's football, so I doubt it. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's something to look at. What you got here? Lamar now at OTAs, not a big deal. Derrick Henry's there though. So now that Derrick Henry's there, I would think that he would want to be there with Derrick Henry. But you know what Derrick Henry's about, man. Just give him the ball, bro. He's gonna be at the mandatory practice for sure. So y'all don't even need to worry about that. He's definitely gonna be at the mandatory practice. Now Chase and Higgins, both two people looking for extensions, looking for extensions. So with Chase, we know Chase is gonna get the bag, right? We all know that Chase is gonna get paid, no problem. Now Higgins is the issue. With this holdout, Waddle got paid. All these people get Nico Collins got paid. And I know he on the sideline like, yo, what's up? Y'all not gonna pay up? They probably not gonna pay up. So who's gonna replace him? I don't know. But there is a player that I'm very interested in, Burtons. Is his name Jermaine Burtons? Played for Alabama. He dropped in his draft stock because of attitude problems off the field. They say he's really a first round talent. Cool. So that's my number one go-to to pick up. If he's on your waiver wire now, which is crazy, you should pick him up. And if you haven't drafted yet, you should draft him. You know, I wouldn't reach for him, but you should draft him. Ishovas is not a bad option too. Ishovas got some play last year when Higgins got hurt. So, Ishovas is a tall guy, 6'3", 215, he's a big guy. 1 year. So I don't know if you can put him in your taxi. Some leagues you can, some leagues you can't. So, I mean, these are just players that if they're not on your team, they should be on your team. You know what I'm saying? I actually had to drop Ishovas in one of my leagues. So I'm not saying like that's to let you know that like he could be dropped too, and it might not work. So just players that you need to just pay attention to right now. CD. Let's do it like this. CD and Ayuk, actually. Two players looking for contracts, and they haven't gotten it yet. CD, I'm more confident that we'll get it. And the more and more I see how the Niners are moving with the salary cap, I think Ayuk is not going to get, Ayuk said he's trying to double up his number. He's trying to double up his salary. I don't think that's going to happen. I feel like it's time to fold. But both those guys are having mandatory mini camps right now from June 4th to June 6th. And I think this is the last day of it. So him still not being there with CD not still being there, they've probably lost over like 100K. So, to them, that's small money. To some people, that's them their salary. But, so pay attention to that. I'm expecting, I'm expecting some contracts to be coming out soon for both those guys, actually. This is a big one. This actually came out yesterday. Chubbs hopes to play in 2024. I know a lot of you guys have already drafted. A lot of people, you guys drafted Chubbs, thinking, okay, Chubbs gonna come back mid-season. There's a good chance he might not. I'm at a point right now where I don't believe he is going to even play this 2024. I know everybody's saying it's an ACL injury. ACL just a year and it happened early. I get it, but he sprained his MCL. There's a lot of CLs that were kind of like hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's not just that he tore it. And I mean, if you actually saw the actual blow and see how his knee bent and all that, and how he didn't get up after, I mean, this is a serious thing, guys. I don't think that, and it's like he's also saying like it's not really the injury, it's more like the mind, how your mind takes this injury. You know, by the time he comes back, he probably would be like 29, 30. You know, I'm not a big fan of buying the stock of Chubbs right now in fantasy. If I had him, I would sell him for if I could sell him for a second, I'll let him go right now. I know it's hard because we know what Chubbs is about. Chubbs standing on business all the time, but when stuff like this happen, it's kind of hard. And being a running back and how they move off of running backs, be very cautious with Chubbs. What else do we have here? N'Keal Harry turning into a tight end. Typically happens when the wide receiver becomes slower and he doesn't separate too well. You know what I'm saying? He's turned into a tight end, but mind you, he's like 225. So if that. So, and I think this has a lot to do with Hawkinson probably not being in minicamp because of his torn ACL. I guess, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but they say he's excited about it. I'm not excited about it. Don't really care about it, actually. Would I pick him up? No, I wouldn't pick him up. That's not something that I'm into, really. What else do we have here? Bears will be hosting, well, not hosting, but Bears are going to be on Hard Knocks this year. I love it. Caleb Williams is somebody that I feel like the media is portraying as something, and I would love to see the real Caleb Williams, see the ins and out of what's going on with their team. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's cool. I think it's going to be a lot of people watching that, being that it's a new team with a higher expectation of them being in the playoffs now. Because I know y'all ain't let Fields go to not make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So this guy has to be different. And I would love to see the whole chemistry between him and Keenan and DeAndre Swift, and the chemistry between the defense. I want to see it all. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Now, the question of the day: do we pick up Chase Claypool? They say he's the best receiver in the OTAs for the Bills right now, which is not saying a lot. Diggs ain't there no more. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a lot of number twos. We're talking about number three. We're talking about Keon Coleman. We're talking about Shakir. We're talking about Curtis Samuel. These are all twos and threes. So, and it's OTAs. So I'm not really, this news, I think if you do have space on your lineup, pick him up. Why not? I don't think he should be on waivers, you know. But like we've seen from him, he's been bounced to a lot of teams. I don't know if you saw the Bears exit speech that he had. He seems like a guy that teams are not really fond of, you know, and he has an attitude problem. That's what they're saying. I don't know Chase Claypool. But he's been around the block, so he probably do got an attitude problem. So just pay attention to that. What else do we have here? We have Dallas backfield. My coach, came out and said, "Hey, it's going to be all hands on deck. Deuce Vaughn, Zeke is back. Hey, shout out Zeke, bro. I don't know. I was telling y'all Zeke is going to spin the block on us, as he should, and he did the right thing. Rico Dowdle. Hey, it's gonna be a mixture of nonsense, really. You know what I'm saying? I can't even guess who it is. To be honest, I would draft Rico Dowdle, but I feel like Zeke should be going around the same kind of place. You know, Zeke is more of the goal line guy, and I think he will get probably like 6-7 touchdowns this year. Now, production on the ground, yards, catching, I don't know about that. But everything else, I think he's gonna get some tubs. Rico Dowdle, I like Rico Dowdle. I feel like he's gonna be the person that's gonna be getting a lot of more production, actually. So shout out to him. Deuce Vaughn, I don't know. I don't know what to do with you. I don't know. They said they're gonna be using him in the slot a little bit. Well, CD not there, so that's probably why they're doing it. Bijan being used like CMC. I mean, I don't know if you saw his post game. They said that's what the head coach is trying to implement. That's what the OC is trying to implement him to be used like CMC, which is kind of scary because it's like if they use him like CMC, he probably would be better than CMC. He'd probably be the number one running back, and that's why I traded up for it in one of my drafts. But hey, this is good news. This is good news, especially for people that owned Bijan last year and that shitty ass Arthur's, what's his name? Arthur Smith. That's with the Steelers OC. Yeah. So being that he was kind of just everywhere, and I don't know what he was doing. For fantasy football, he wasn't the guy. So Bijan. Bijan's gonna have a top 3. He's gonna be an RB. He's gonna be the number. He's probably 1 to 3 this year. For real. And this one is really shocking. And this is the last one I have for you guys because I'm not gonna wrap your heads off. Not a lot going on. Treylon Burke potentially being on special teams. This is really crazy. I remember when he was drafted. He was drafted after they let go of AJ. So, 220, 6'2". You thinking, oh yeah, that's AJ. They just found AJ's replacement. That's what's up. Which was actually a very stupid move because AJ's crazy tough. But either way, that's hindsight. Treylon Burks potentially on special teams. So, damn, I was a big fan of letting go of that stock a long time ago. Which a long time ago is probably like last year. I held him for the first 2 years. I said, oh no, he be injured. He was injured. I think it's time to let go of the stock. But now, if I know this, most fantasy people are going to know this, and you probably going to lose some money on that stock, and that's fine. Let him go. I think I traded him for 2/4 last year, potentially maybe just a 4th. I was okay with that. Just move on from the player. So it's kind of crazy because the Titans offense is studded right now. It's a lot of options. Treylon Burks, we don't have time to waste with you no more, really. With Ridley over there, Calvin Ridley, we already have the target monster over there, DeAndre Hopkins. We have Tony Pollard. We have Spears. We have Boyd. Not that Boyd is going to garnish its targets, but yeah. It's pretty sad. But like I told you guys before, this is my first pod. Just giving it a try. Like and subscribe. Follow me on IG. Follow me on TikTok. I'm going to have some new content coming out for you guys. Enjoy your off season. And yeah, today's the finals, by the way. NBA Finals is today. Should be a great game. I love the matchup, but I do got the Celtics winning this, most likely. Just too much. I think it's too much for Dallas. There's some really key players. Shout out White. White probably going to be one of them key players. Al Horford. Porzingis, I don't know how much Porzingis can go. I honestly feel like he's still hurt, and it's just one of those things. You're in the finals, and you want to give it a try. So we'll see how many minutes he gets. I'm thinking he probably gets like 22 minutes. But hey, this is not no basketball podcast, so I'm not about to break shit down for you guys, man. Like I said, please like and subscribe. I fuck with y'all. I fuck with the fans. And give me a thumbs up. I need it all, bro. Y'all have a great one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out.